What's going on, guys? It's Gino, and today's video means a lot to me because the product we are about to talk about has improved the quality of my content tenfold. This right here is the DJI RS3 Mini, and it is my very first gimbal. A couple weeks ago, I decided that I really needed some new camera equipment, and one of those things that I really needed was a gimbal so that I could shoot smooth B-roll footage. I did quite a bit of research, and I came across this one right here, which I think is a great value for its price. It comes in at $369, which I know is still expensive, but compared to a lot of other gimbals out there, it's pretty affordable and it doesn't break the bank, but yet it's really high quality at the same time. Because this is my first true camera gimbal, I want to share with you guys why I decided to go with it versus some other more expensive ones, how it has already changed the quality of my content by a mile, and some of the upsides and downsides that the RS3 Mini has. Because I'm not a videography expert yet myself, as you can probably tell with this being my first gimbal, it took me a long time to try to figure out what would be the best option. I wanted to get a gimbal that was high quality, strong enough to hold my camera, which is a Sony a6400 with my 28 to 75mm Tamron lens, and my highest priority was to get something that was somewhat affordable because I didn't really need anything crazy and expensive as my first gimbal. Now, there is a ton of different gimbals out there, so I didn't have time to look at every single one, but the first ones I came across after watching some YouTube videos and reading some different articles were these by DJI. There were three main models that I was looking at, including the RS3 Mini, and then there's a slightly bigger one that's called the RS3, and then there's the RS3 Pro. As you can imagine, the RS3 Mini is the cheapest among the three, coming in at $369. The RS3 is $549, and the RS3 Pro is $869. The reason I wanted to get a gimbal from DJI is because not only are their products really high quality, but these also seem to be some of the most talked about and trustworthy gimbals from a lot of different people here on YouTube and from some different websites. Now, don't think these are the only option because there's tons of different gimbals out there, but I just really wanted one from DJI after doing a little bit of research. In the end, I obviously went with the RS3 Mini because it was the most affordable option. It's still strong enough to hold my camera, and it's still really high quality, similar to the more expensive models. There are a few downsides though with this gimbal because of how small it is and its battery. The other models like the RS3 and the RS3 Pro have detachable batteries so that you could buy more in the future, and if you're going to be shooting for a long period of time, then you can just switch out the batteries really quick and you'll have that extra juice. Fortunately, that is not the case with the RS3 Mini. It does not have a detachable battery, so if the battery life does run out, then you're going to have to plug it in or wait for it to be charged back up. This isn't a huge deal for myself because I'm hardly ever shooting for really long periods of time, but it would be a nice feature to have in the future if I do ever need that. That being said, the battery life is still very good, giving us 10 hours of use, and when it does eventually die, you can wait 2.5 hours for it to be charged up, or you can still use the gimbal when it's plugged in. Because of its lightweight design, which only weighs 1.75 pounds, it makes it ideal for traveling, but it can only hold a camera setup of up to 4.4 pounds. Do keep in mind though that my Sony a6400 with my Tamron 28 to 75mm lens attached to it is only 2.2 pounds, so this gimbal can most definitely hold most camera setups, but just not the really big and heavy ones. Another difference about the Mini compared to the larger models here is the screen is just a tiny bit smaller, and you can only attach accessories to this left side instead of both sides. I don't want to dive into every single detail about the RS3 Mini in this video, but I just wanted to share with you guys why I decided to get this gimbal as my very first one and how it has dramatically improved the quality of my content. This thing has allowed me to create way better B-roll footage for my YouTube videos and the videos that I post on Instagram, and I am really pumped to just what this helps me do creativity wise. If any of you watching this are on the hunt for your first gimbal as well, then I would recommend to pick up the RS3 Mini because it's more travel friendly, more affordable, and you're probably not at that stage yet where you're going to need anything more than this. Of course, it does depend on your situation, so make sure to do your own research as well, and I still have a lot to learn about videography, so I'm just sharing my own personal experience. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment down below this video and I'll try my best to get back to you. Also, if you guys want to check out my recent video on the Tamron 28 to 75mm lens, you can check it out right here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!